Welcome everyone! In today's video we're going to talk about a very interesting person, and his name is Albert Einstein. You might wonder why Albert Einstein is talked about in a chess channel, but Albert Einstein and many other 20th and 19th century scientists played chess, and we have two games of him today. One against Robert Oppenheimer. You might know J. Robert Oppenheimer. He also created atomic bomb, and he was a great scientist. Christopher Nolan and many other people made a movie about him. I saw it. It was amazing. So let's begin reviewing this game. Einstein had the white pieces, Oppenheimer had the black, and this was played in 1933, and it was in Princeton in the United States, and these two scientists were friends, and they played this game. Einstein has white. Let's begin. So e4 played by Einstein, e5, knight f3, knight c6, and we got the Ruy Lopez. So these two players were not like grandmasters, but they knew theory, and they've played chess with some friends, and I assume that because they knew some parts of the Ruy Lopez opening very well. After a6, bishop goes to a4, and now we get the Morpheus defense, which is the move b5. And the bishop goes to b3, and knight comes to f6, attacking the pawn here, which is on e4 or 4. So main variation here is to castle. And that's what Einstein does. You might wonder, but this pawn is hanging, but this pawn isn't really hanging because you can win it back very soon. Knight takes e4, Oppenheimer goes for that idea. Now Einstein plays the best move, which is rook e1. After d5, now Einstein makes a slight inaccuracy, a4. This a4 move isn't very good because black can exploit with another great developing move, which is bishop c5, attacking this, and it will be very good for Oppenheimer, but Oppenheimer misses that and plays b4, which gives now white a not significant but advantage. d3 played by Einstein, knight goes to c5 here. This is a mistake. Knight going in these kinds of situations, you want to keep the knight on f6 because here it will be better. It will keep the center open, and now it won't be a target in here, which is very bad. After f takes e5 with knight goes to e7, and now queen f4, queen f3. Now Einstein has gained a significant advantage. His pieces are much more active, and with knight going on e7, this bishop is blocked. So Einstein has some advantage here, and if he uses that advantage, he will win very easily. f6 is a horrible blunder by Oppenheimer. Einstein doesn't need many of the things because in this position, knight c6 wins the game because you can't take this because you're pinned, and now queen is hanging. You have to move the queen, and you have a major positional advantage. But Einstein misses that idea and goes for another idea, which is as deadly as the first one, but it's still some inaccurate move here. Queen h5 check. Now g6, knight takes g6, and pawn takes g6, rook is hanging. You take the rook. Knight takes b3, and now c takes b3. Queen d6 here is a very bad move because it allows bishop h6, king d7, bishop takes f8, and now Einstein has a major advantage. Bishop b7, queen g7, rook e8, and knight d2. Knight d2 is a very nice move because you want to get some ideas of bringing your knight with f3, and then here on d4, but Oppenheimer plays c5 right away, and this gives white a huge advantage here because after rook a1 and a5, Einstein finds this beautiful idea, knight c4, meaning that you can take this, and taking this is the best move, but you have no other option, and you're gonna lose the game. After d takes c4, queen takes d1. Rook takes d1 check, king c8, and after bishop takes c7 by Einstein, Oppenheimer resigns because Einstein has a major 11-point advantage, and he's positionally better, and Oppenheimer thought that it was a waste of time to continue playing this game, so he resigned. Also, we have another chess game of Albert Einstein, and we're gonna show this very quickly, so don't go anywhere. So we're back. We have another game of Albert Einstein. So this game was played in Zurich in Switzerland in 1913. We don't know anything after that about this game. This was played between Albert Einstein and the gentleman named Cell. We don't know anything or many things about him. And this is one of the games that was left after Einstein's chess games. So let's begin reviewing it. Einstein also has the white pieces in the game, and Cell has black. So let's begin. E4, E5, Knight F3, Knight C6, and we get the Italian. So Italian comes down to many things, and here in this position, after bishop c5 and after c3, this is Giocopianissimo, Giocopiano game, as is known, as it's the main line now. After knight comes to f6, the pawn goes to d4, and here we get this position where this is very common because we get many of the Italian games with Italian games in older times because it was very popular. Bishop before check, knight comes to c3 and castles. After e5, Einstein goes for attack, but e5 isn't really accurate move here. d5 or bishop g5 was the best move here. Or committing this pawn on e5 doesn't really give you advantage because you lose this square, and this square now becomes very weak. If one of your knights is getting traded, you're gonna lose both of these squares, which doesn't give you an advantage. Knight e4 coming from a cell. After bishop comes to d3, this is a major mistake by Einstein, because after knight takes g3, pawn takes c3, you're gonna lose the rook. And after that, Einstein plays bishop takes h7 check, because after king takes h7, king can't take h7, king can take h7 here, but after knight g5 check and king goes here, there isn't many options. Only move is to take the knight here. So Cell doesn't go for that. He plays king h8, and after knight comes here, Einstein is on attack here. Even though he loses the rook, he's going for all-out attack. He takes down 5 pieces, and after this move, Einstein plays h4 right away. This is a very bad move because it allows knight takes d4. Knight takes d4 is allowed here because no matter what you do, this pawn is very important here, and now your king is under danger also. So after that, king comes to g7. The Cell missed this idea, and Einstein goes with his attack h5. h5 isn't very accurate also, but it's a move that you can play. Rook h8 here played by Cell. This move doesn't do anything because after h takes g8 and f takes g8, now position is all lost. After queen f3, this is hanging, or f7's queen is hanging, and you can go deliver a checkmate here. If queen comes to f8, knight e6 check, just amazing find by Einstein, meaning that you can't take the pawn here. You can't take this because after this check, you're gonna lose the game. After that, it becomes all over. Knight takes h6 check, he takes c6, and now after bishop h6 check, king takes h7, the opponent of Albert Einstein, Mr. Cell, resigns, because no matter what you do, you're gonna lose the game. After this check, you have to go here, and rook takes h8, and after that move queen to f6 check is coming, and after that you're gonna lose the game. So in this position, Einstein's opponent resigns, and this is the 2 games that we have of Albert Einstein. He was the great scientist, but also he was a great chess player, which is amazing. As a chess fan, as a chess player myself, I really like to see many of them greatest mind of 20th century playing this chess. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. Goodbye.